everyone, my name is Rhonda Robson and welcome to my Fluid Art channel. Today's video is about a pendulum, and the really cool thing about this pendulum, I was not expecting the results, so I cannot wait to show you how they look. Alright, well let's get you down the canvas and let me show you exactly how I did this one. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm going to put some paint over top of a painting that I tried to do a pendulum on. It was an off-center pendulum, but the colors weren't right, so I stopped it. And so what I'm doing is I'm just taking some gray paint that I created. It is white Amsterdam paint and the black Amsterdam paint, just a little bit of black to make this gray. And I thought I was going to pour on it, but it was going across the canvas really smoothly and covering it really well that I just went ahead and painted it. And so you can kind of see me doing that right now. I'm just getting all the areas painted, and it really did. It covered it really nicely. So I really like the Amsterdam paint for its coverage and its opaqueness. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this all taken care of, get the sides painted, and then I'm going to come back and I'll be doing my pendulum here in just a moment. Alright, so now I'm all set up, ready to go. I'm going to use my apparatus that I've normally used. I tried something different here recently, and I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to look at trying to get my center by using my measuring tape. And then, of course, I want to level the canvas because you need that level. And then I use an ankle weight as my pendulum. And so the ankle weight has these pouches that have weight in there. And then today I decided to go ahead and utilize a cup and a pin that I poked the hole in, so a push pin that I poked a hole in the bottom with. And although it worked, it didn't work. So I'll show you that here in just a second. So I again want to find my center, and I use the chain right there that's hanging from the pendulum in order to find my center. So then I measure, you know, each direction to make sure that I'm in the center of the painting. Alright, so what I have with my pendulum is I have it hooked up to fishing line, and then also this device that actually spins, and it's a fishing device too that you can add a lure to it. Then once you're done with the finding the center, you just get rid of your chain, and then let's go ahead and put the pendulum up in the center of your painting. Alright, so now that I have my pendulum ready, I need to get my cup ready. So I'm going to put tape over the hole. I should have actually put the tape on before I put my gloves on because it keeps sticking to me, and that's a little too big, so I'm going to cut that in half. And I want to make sure I have a tab. So when you put it on there, you kind of fold it into itself. That way you have a tab to be able to pull from. All right, well, it just keeps sticking to my glove. All right, so then you're going to take that and you're going to put it in the pendulum, the apparatus that we have here, whatever you're using. Of course, I'm using my ankle weight. So I put that in there, and I use an open cup so that way I can pour my paint in. So it's all ready to go. Now we just need to pour the paint in. I have a lid, and then I also have a bucket. So the lid helps me to get the thing started and to catch it. And then afterwards, I make sure that the paint goes into the bucket. And I'll show you what I mean by this here in just a minute. So I have those off to the side, making sure that they're ready to go, so when I go ahead and get started on the pendulum, I have them. Now I put the bucket underneath just in case the hole in the tape didn't cover the hole completely. And now I'm just checking my consistency, and my consistency was a little too thick, and it just dribbled out when I tested it. So you're not going to see me behind the scenes actually add more water to this, but I did just enough to get it a little bit thinner. I actually created my hole a little bit bigger too. It still wasn't big enough though. Okay, here we go. Just making dots, which is actually not horrible. We'll see how it looks like afterwards. I may not hate this. And because pendulums are so much fun to watch, I decided to show you a second angle of the exact same thing. So you can kind of see how the dots are actually really cool. I wish I would have gone a little bit longer, or I stopped a little short. So I'll show you where I think I should have stopped, and it is right here. That's where I think I should have stopped, or to keep going and define that center a little bit more, like you'll see in my next video, which I'll make sure I have a link right here. So let me just let you finish out watching the rest of this pendulum, and then I'll talk a little bit more afterwards. Trying to decide if I want to do anything different. I may keep that and then do like a gold or something. I don't know. Let's just keep that one. And I think I'm going to have to make my hole larger, is essentially what needs to happen. Alright. I'm going to, oh shoot. Yeah, of course it did that. Okay. Let's see if I can get that off of there. Okay, well, I'm just going to let that dry and then do something different with another one. Alright, so here's what it looks like, a little bit different. The shadow's in the way from that, but, oh, too fast. So we'll see. It might look really cool. So if I keep it like that and do the same kind of a thing but with gold, that might be a really cool background. All right, well, here's the end results, at least as of right now. And here's a sneak peek of my next video. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me today. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell. And if you like this video, I bet you're gonna like these as well. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Bye. Bye.